When it comes to those sort of very important conversations or sources of inspiration for our key source markets, we can see that actually word of mouth continues to be the dominant source of inspiration for discovery, for getting those ideas. And I think that's really important. We see it coming from conversations with family, conversations with colleagues, with friends. But that's not to say that social media doesn't play a very important role. As we know, consumers are, online all the time, hyper connected, very digitally savvy. But it's always that word of mouth, storytelling sort of conversation that's that true inspiration for going off and booking that trip. However, we do see, particularly in Asia Pacific compared to the global average, that social media influencers are more influential in the region, 31%. And also we have celebrities on social media at 28%. Again, more impactful than, say, around the rest of the world. When it comes to the sort of the travel features, the attributes that consumers in the region are looking for, we can see across the sort of the generations a strong interest in relaxation. These are the top 5 factors they're looking for: safety, relaxation, value for money, quality of food and dining, and that sort of nature positive experience, so nature and outdoors, and getting some really sort of great experiences in the wilderness, or even sort of on the beach, whatever. In terms of the generations, we do see that millennials are particularly prioritizing relaxation, obviously in the workforce, needing downtime. But then there are some differences. We see that baby boomers, for example, are much more interested in safety, and that health aspect is very important. And what really struck me was the fact, in terms of value for money, is very important, particularly for Gen X, but less so for Gen Z. So for younger people, they're less sort of looking for value for money. It's all about the experience, the immersion, the authenticity. So I thought that was quite an interesting finding. When it comes to, what's going to sort of convert that looker to a booker, we do see these very important travel preferences when they're making their booking by generation. So, for example, the flexibility, the digital transformation that Dr. Liu was talking about is very important, making things seamless. Making it contactless, embedded finance, seamless payments, as we see with the digital wallets, very important and resonating particularly with millennials. So 50% of our respondents said that was really important. Equally, flexibility, very strong attribute that the older generations, the baby boomers and Gen X are looking for. And then Gen Z, very interested in personalization. And as we know, there's huge opportunities to ramp up personalization thanks to the next generation of, generative AI, ChatGPT, and we know that that's very much being integrated into apps and, trip planning and itineraries. So great opportunity there. But equally, we know that that word of mouth is so important. So it's also a combined human touch with that digital transformation.